Splatoon 3 has truly been one of the best games in the series. All the improvements made alongside the newly added content have enhanced not only the longevity of the title, but the general experience as well. However, there are aspects that feel either underutilized or missing and should have been included. In today's video, I will be going over some missed opportunities within Splatoon 3. Now, I am aware there's a possibility that the entries discussed may be implemented in a future update, so please keep that in mind. With all that said, let us begin. Throughout the marketing, trailers, and pre-release info, it was heavily implied that Team Chaos winning the final Splatfest in Splatoon 2 would have drastically affected the environment, characters, and even gameplay for Splatoon 3. While it initially appears to be that way, the overall execution feels extremely underwhelming, especially in story mode. Besides the creator portion in the beginning, most of the campaign honestly feels like if Order won rather than Chaos due to Alternative's appearance, the Orca AI, heavy emphasis on science stuff like space travel and the fuzzy ooze, and so much more. Splatoon 3 really should have gone all out with the Chaos theming. I mean, look at some of the concept art for Deep Cut. It showcased the potential the idea had if the game had fully headed towards this direction. Thankfully, by the trailer footage we've been receiving for Splatoon 3's second wave of DLC, it appears the developers are avoiding making this mistake again, as the digital cybernetic aesthetic I had wanted if Team Order had won back in my DLC ideas video is becoming a reality, which is incredible as I felt that aesthetic would have fit perfectly. Despite my disappointment, I'm still happy with the end result. With Splatoon 3 taking place in Splatfests, various new shops and areas were introduced. They helped make everything feel fresh and lively. However, one that we never received was an arcade. This feels like a missed opportunity because it would have been perfect for bringing back the Splatoon 1 minigames alongside Squid Beats from Splatoon 2. These have been absent in recent years, and it's a shame they haven't returned since they were all pretty enjoyable. Imagine how neat it would be to visit an in-game arcade, compete against others both locally as well as online, and win prizes through a point or ticket system. Honestly, with the amount of Splatoon 1 and Splatoon 2 content that has been re-implemented for Splatoon 3, it's possible for this missed opportunity to be added in a future update. Whatever the case may be, let's move on to our next entry. The Sea Cucumber phones feel underutilized. The only real function they have for players is to listen to Deep Cut's Anarchy Splatcast, and that's about it. There is so much potential here that is seemingly not being taken advantage of. For example, give the phone its own exclusive features that mimic the devices in the real world. Provide a music player for those wandering around Splatsville or Inkopolis, a mobile shopping app akin to Splatnet 3, but with the elements carried over from Shoplantis, a photo sharing app that's compatible with photo mode, and more. Pufu, a fellow Splatoon content creator, came up with his own ideas for the device from his most recent video. Everything presented, such as the Instagram social media app, the user interface, and multicolored phone variety, is what I wish had been implemented into the game. Pufu has plenty of other ideas for Splatoon 3 that I highly recommend checking out over on his YouTube channel. Seriously, his editing and art skills are amazing, so consider supporting him. Regardless, the possibilities are endless. I hope the developers add something resembling these ideas later on. In Splatoon 3's story mode, there's another massive missed opportunity that needs to be addressed. Basically, DJ Octavio's redemption arc feels incomplete. He appears in the beginning possessing his typical character traits, is missing throughout the entire middle portion, then randomly shows up at the end being reformed and seemingly on the hero side. It really felt like he was never supposed to be here at all. This original art poster further supports this theory. If the story were to be altered, have Octavio serve the role of a mentor figure to the new Agent 3. As the plot advances, have him realize his past mistakes and attempt to not only better himself, but his army as well. This is just one idea I have, but you get the point. Easily one of the most disappointing parts of the story mode. Deep Cut idol Shiver, Frye, and Big Man have quickly become fan favorite characters, and rightfully so. They all have great character designs, personalities, and music. However, there's one aspect surrounding the trio that should have received more spotlight. The few pieces of lore we've gotten regarding their family lineage in the Sunken Scrolls and their original encounter with each other back in school within interviews and Splatfests art is solid. These characters have so much fascinating lore to themselves that I can see it being the center focus of a future DLC wave. We would finally get a glimpse of their relatives, a properly explained origin of the Three Lights phenomenon, and more insight into their past. This is one missed opportunity that should definitely be addressed within the game sometime in the near future. What do all of you think? What missed opportunities do you have regarding Splatoon 3? Let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to help the channel grow by subscribing and clicking the like button. Anyways, this is Krill signing off.